All right, D. Frank Lamar checking in. Shout out to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Y'all check them out on Monday. We got dope events on the way. They dope, broadcast, whatever we doing, check in, live, checking in. Follow me at D. Frank Lamar on EG, on Facebook at D. Frank Lamar, and on Twitter at D. Frank Lamar.
Wake that ass up.
Rise and grind, baby.
The Live Hip Hop Daily Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Woo!
We got the #1 morning show to hit Atlanta, man. Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Get your ass up and tune in. www.livehiphopdaily.tv.
Get that app, baby. Yeah.
Rise and motherfucking grind.
Wake up, wake up.
Live Hip Hop Daily. It's a Monday morning. It's DJ Larry Love. It's Peachy Pop.
Facts.
And our special guest, I'm going to let you drop your name. Announce yourself to the world right now.
I'm D. Frank Lamar, project coordinator of the 2019 Business Shower.
Ooh, okay. So it's a whole hustle. It's a real hustler because it's a business. It's a business. So what's the name of the exact business again?
It's the exclusive entrepreneur encounter.
Okay.
Basically providing resources to business owners and providing the perks of entrepreneurship to those looking to start their business.
Okay, so one entrepreneur to the another. That's how y'all kind of.
Well, me and Frank, we know each other from Old Lady Gang.
Okay.
Right.
That's the Candy
and Todd restaurant
right.
around the corner on Peter Street.
Right.
Come see me on the bar. But so we both worked there, and things happen.
Okay.
And now Frank out here doing his own things. Let's talk about that first. What you got going on right now besides the event? What is what you got going on in the city?
Well, I am a chef, bartender, and event planner.
Okay.
That's what I live to do. I dream to inspire to the things I do. If I could do it for free, I would.
Okay.
But as of right now, what I have going on, other than the 2019 Business Shower, is a Christmas party, giving back to kids in need.
Okay.
I have 3 weddings coming up in the new year.
Hustling.
Okay.
Hustling, just out here trying to get it and trying to get it for people that's around me, not necessarily doing it for success just for the money.
Right.
But
I like that you said chef.
yeah.
First.
Not cook. I be cooking.
Right. And
Because a lot of chefs say they are chefs, but they can't really do nothing but
Right.
some noodles or something.
Right.
But
This the South too, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really, when you say cook and chef, we talking about more about boiling broccoli, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Everybody can, you know what I'm saying? We talking about really
Y'all seen that interview with Cat Williams when he was on, what was it, the Wanda?
Okay.
He was on her show, and he was like, well, what do you, because he be cooking.
Right.
And he was like, oh, well, what do you cook good? And she was like, I can make a good broccoli. And they was like, broccoli?
people mess up grits and rice.
People mess
Facts.
right.
That's things that people just can't cook.
I mess up rice, you know what I'm saying?
I
Hey.
messed up a few shrimp and grits, but now it's official.
You got it in the bag now.
Coming out of Atlanta with your business though, how much of the moral support that you have is it more organic, or does it more I gotta fake it to be around the people that I need to be right now?
It's real.
Okay.
It's real. And saying that, it's just a thing that you have to be around the proper people to give you the resources. It's not necessarily being around people that can give you the funding, that could give you the money, that could give you anything that you need to start up your business. Like with me, I left Old Lady Gang and was like, I gotta make it. I didn't have any startup money. I knew I had the correct resources. I knew I had the correct people to support me. So right now I'm just at a good place in life to where my business is paying my bills, keeping me happy.
Not working on 9 to 5.
Not working on 9 to 5.
Right,
and really allowing other people to look at me and be like, dang, it's really possible kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I know when we was working together, you would start off bringing in like desserts. And them desserts was busting.
Okay.
I'm trying
What
to
were
tell
they,
you.
Peachy?
It was the
banana pudding.
the banana pudding, and then you had banana pudding. And it was like
Oreo pudding.
Yeah,
I
Oreo
always
pudding.
wanted to work with a couple chefs and host an event. So that's something.
The thing is, them things. All you got to do is put them things in a mason jar. And I mean, everybody can't make no good dessert, but that shit was busting. But you start off with that. And then I remember you also started making plates.
Yeah.
And that's big. Like people love some home cooked meals.
Right.
They do.
So what
That's some real hustler shit.
when you started doing that, what made you when did you get to the point where you was like, okay, this gonna make me some money, I need to keep doing it?
Originally, when I first started plates, it was kind of like a thing where it was no profit. I was just doing it, selling a plate, not really knowing down to the science of how to charge people, how to market myself. after a while, it was like a word of mouth kind of thing. And when I got booked for my first wedding of like 200 and something people, and I was like, oh wow, this more than a hustle. And the longer I looked at it as a hustle, the less profit I made. And of course, I wasn't just in it for the profit, but the money is the reward in the end. So once I started getting booked on bigger events other than dropping off plates and doing small things other than the hustle, and I said, oh wow, I had to stop. I had to get an LLC. I had to get my business name licensed. And then after a while, I was like, this is my business. There's no way I could go back to a 9 to 5.
That's real. So when you say cooking for 250, 60 people, do you do this on one 4-eye stove? Like, because when I'm thinking like, you know, like real shit, like do you cook on one stove with 4 eyes for 250 people?
It's not just a stove though. It's a stove. It's an oven.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
sometimes I'm not placed in a venue that has an industrial size kitchen.
Okay.
So I might have to get kitchen space right now. I'm working on getting a food truck in January. So
Yes.
getting kitchen space, or it takes prep work. And you have to have a proper team, servers, sous chefs. I'm a full-out event service team. So on that wedding, we booked a bartender, we booked servers and everything, and I actually did the event planning for the whole wedding.
Right,
So
right.
it's
You
just
was-
having a
that
team,
was a
so.
lot.
Right.
That would stress me the hell out.
And you nowhere close to 30 yet.
No.
So that's
24.
That's great. That's dope. And that's the young entrepreneurship is to amaze me in Atlanta when you think about,
Facts.
you know, how many different ways you can make some money. Like you said, you start off, it's a passion. If it's a passion, if I can cook for a motherfucker and I know I can get paid for one plate.
And I know my shit good.
If I know, you know what I'm saying? So at the same time, you know, I think it's a hustler. It's a real hustler. It's a real entrepreneur. Like no different from a rapper, no different from an artist, no different from a, like you said, you getting a food truck. So when that's a whole different, now you got to think about gas expenses and payroll.
Right.
You got to think about all, and that's people don't think about that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, being an entrepreneur, I guess weddings is more your more corporate. Like can somebody bring you to a cookout?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't want to be known as like a celebrity chef or
Okay.
just a chef catering to one thing, because it's the thing, like you can't forget where you came from. If I seclude myself to being just a celebrity chef, I'm not leaving myself accessible to those who really want to support me, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I just want to just be known for the Frank Lamar, not necessarily as the chef, event planner, or whatever within me.
Just
is a
well-rounded,
brand.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
just
brand.
well-rounded. So
Right.
anybody who's willing, you know, to really break their bread and want to support me and can afford it,
Right.
I'm cool with that.
Right.
Have you did any music, like for any music artists or anything? Have you ever hosted any like your food?
No.
Okay.
Um,
Being in Atlanta, I mean, I can see that very much
Very
happening.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I do meal prep for like of Estelita and things like that. But
Okay.
as far as doing something with an artist, I have an up and coming event on December 29th.
Okay.
It's a speed dating event.
Okay.
That's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a speed dating event. So
I might need to pull
you
up.
need to come pull up on that. So
You saying meal prep though? Is that a big thing that people? Because I can see, I be on Instagram and I see how people be putting their meals up, money. So that's a big.
that's a big thing,
Okay.
and it's just a lot of people don't have the time to cook or go get food. A lot of people get caught up and get busy, so they rather pay somebody else to prep their
you
meal.
know
I was
some
thinking
crazy
of-
shit, though?
what?
I hate leftovers.
You hate. That's how
Hate
my
leftovers.
roommate
like
hates
one day,
leftovers. But
one
me,
day I
I
can eat the
fucks with
leftover
it.
shit, but I can't eat a leftover after one day. Like Thanksgiving was the worst. Like
Right.
after one day,
After one day?
I been trying to stretch that shit. 2 days after Thanksgiving, like that's maybe the most. You know?
I like leftovers. I don't mind them, especially if I made a good meal. So.
one day though.
One
But
day.
yeah, it's like the next day. But
Yeah.
After
like
that,
you said,
it's
nah.
a wrap. It's thrown away. So.
Right. But the most important thing that we need to address is the exclusive entrepreneur. Wait.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Exclusive entrepreneur encounter.
EEC. That's
EEE.
EE. Oh, encounter. Okay.
Yeah.
EEE. Okay.
Which I will be
I said
bartending.
EEC.
Oh, yeah, so get a Drake from Peach.
Yes.
Sorry, y'all.
So right now, of course, you know, I'm gonna ask you more
So
questions.
it's,
Of course,
is
but
Lick
Lick Cocktail Catering will be bartending. We'll be providing an open bar. We have open food,
Buffet.
buffet style food. We got an open bar, and it's gonna be a lot of vendors.
What's the date on it?
January 19th,
Right.
6 p.m. to 10. Y'all need to come out and check the Eventbrite link on my Instagram, The Frank Lamar, or Exclusive Entrepreneur Encounter business page. Either or will work for you. General admission is $50. With general admission, you're coming in, networking. You have the opportunity to talk to the business panel. You take advantage of
And
the
the business
open bar.
panel is like
lit
right now.
Yeah, it's lit right now. We have Fly.com, which is like a celebrity stylist. We have Diamond Faces, if you're not familiar with her, she's just a big hair, keeping everybody's skin up to par. We have James Hunt, which is one of the credit bureaus of Atlanta. And we dropped in 5 other panelists today.
Okay.
So I'm excited for that.
Snoop on there too.
Oh, yeah, Snoop is on there, too. Shout out to Snoop. She just had her 2-year for Escobar.
And shout out to Snoop for Escobar, man.
Right.
And Hookah Hideaway too. Snoop.
Yeah.
Right.
She getting it out there.
Yeah. So definitely, man, that's definitely a different lane. I know it's hard. I guess the hardest thing is getting people to believe, but not
what
really.
we're putting together.
If you got the stuff to show it, the
Right.
content to show it, I guess quality overspits everything, you know. But so far as with Old Lady Gang, y'all, I feel like y'all was missing a story there that y'all was trying to dive about how you know what I'm saying.
No, it's no story. It's no story. You
I
know.
love Katie. I love her chicken.
It's no story, but the EEE, I'm really excited about the event. I not saying that I had my doubts about it at all, because I definitely didn't. I love doing different events, but it's gotten bigger. It's gotten big fast.
Okay.
And a lot of people still don't know about it, so I just really want everybody. I really wanted you to come to get the word out.
Yeah.
Let
Bring
everybody
awareness.
know.
You got to bring awareness.
Go on my page. We got the link in both of our bios.
And we have some huge. Yesterday, I confirmed like the special guest thing, and a lot of people like special guests. Well, that takes away from the business. This is not. Celebrities are just regular people like us, but to get
They
you
come
to
out
that
to eat at Old Lady
to get
Gang.
you
They
to
do
that
everything.
level, I do believe, like with me, I surround myself with people that I want to be the level on.
Right.
So being in a room with like-minded individuals, like all out here hustling in business, it's the new thing. It's the new wave. Like a lot of people out here going to school, getting a degree, and getting out of college and not being able to find a job in their
Right.
field.
Mm-hmm.
So we're teaching people the
Facts.
perks of having multiple income, not just being a business owner.
Right.
Multiple incomes is something that's needed. It's not necessarily like a luxury. So that's.
But
what
you know,
we're
I think
doing.
a lot of people, everybody can't walk that line. You know what I'm saying? Some people just like a security life, they'd rather go to a 9 to 5 because it's not to say that it's a bad thing, because I'm against it, you know what I'm saying too. But at the same time, I think a lot of people just they can't sacrifice that shit. A lot of people ain't made for that. A lot of people can't just
Right.
they'd rather go work the 9 to 5. I have somebody tell them what to do and tell them how much money they're gonna take home every 40 hours a week, and then you go back and work another additional 2 weeks and get that same amount. Go back. So it's nothing wrong with that.
Or it's
You know what I'm
different,
saying?
like when you actually doing something that you enjoy.
Enjoy.
Right.
Like, yeah, I work for somebody, but I love bartending.
Right.
And
And there's nothing wrong
I'm
with
able to
working
work
for
at the
somebody,
stadium.
yeah.
I'm about to work the championship game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
My thing
Super
ab-
Bowl.
Just have a vision. Like my thing is, if you work for somebody, if you work a 9 to 5, not to say that everybody can start some shit, but have a vision to do something. Like, don't let that be all your life. Like, all work and no
use
play.
your
Like,
9 to 5 basically as
Right.
a platform to get to
yeah,
that
like
next level.
right. You may want to be a person to take vacations every month. And
Or that could just be
Right.
like your money that you put in towards your business.
Right.
You make that money
Right,
for your
right,
business,
right.
not necessarily to pay your bills. But
right, everything shouldn't be for, and that's what I'm saying. Everything shouldn't have to be to pay a fucking bill.
Right.
Like, if you live in to
Working
pay
check to
bills,
check.
then, yeah, if you live in to pay bills,
You're
then
not living.
You know what
Nope.
I'm saying? So I like that. That's dope. I mean, entrepreneurship is hard. Like we all
Yeah.
are entrepreneurs.
But I also salute the people who's out there doing like a 9 to 5, going to school,
Right.
got a business on the side. Like that's a lot. That's
Now,
jobs
yeah.
within
Right.
jobs.
Yeah.
So I salute the people out there doing the thing. On
That's
that.
even harder for the people that you got to even devote before or after work. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Even with you, Peach, I know when you started up with your businesses, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I was working at one point. I was working at CarMax, and before that, my mom, when I first got out of college, my mom was like, you've been working, because in college I held down 3 jobs. I don't know how the fuck I did it, but I had classes damn near every day, like Monday through Thursday, and then I worked the club Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I was working at Lids, and I was working at fucking Logan's. So I had a serving job. I was a manager at a hat store in the mall, and then I was in school and working at the club, not getting home till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So that shit was crazy.
you
I don't know.
You a hustler of a lifetime, not a hustler.
Let me say, I keep a job, baby. I keep a
Hey, I,
job.
I salute the hard-working women of Atlanta because trust me, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, but I tried to work at CarMax, and that shit just not like. I was miserable. I was miserable as
Yeah.
hell, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to just. I asked like 5 people, and I really said if 3 people, 3 out of 5. I was like, if 3 people tell me like just fuck it,
Right,
then I'm
right.
gonna do it. And my mom was like, I mean, if that's how you feel.
Yeah.
And then my aunt was like, fuck them. And then my homegirl was like, man, fuck that job. And I was like, all right, I'm out. Like,
Right,
fuck
right,
that.
right,
So,
right.
and then I started my business before I quit my job.
True.
so that I could
That was
just,
smart.
you know,
That was
yeah,
smart.
so I can, and then like I instantly got booked for my first wedding.
Right.
No, it was a birthday. It was a graduation.
Right.
It was a graduation, and then
And I
it was
told
a
you a
wedding.
long time ago, Peach, like ever since internet radio, like you had it. Like once people can,
I just didn't know exactly. You know, you don't really have, everybody don't have that guidance. You don't really know exactly what you want to do until you just go out on, step out on
Out
faith
faith.
and try it.
Yeah.
And then spoiling it, serving and bartending spoils us. Like me being a server and
Oh
a
my
bartender,
God.
I got used to like
Fast
fast
money.
money.
Yeah.
But then I got the mindset like, okay, what if I get like, say for instance, on a good day, serving make $300. What if I get 5 clients in one day that pay me $1,500 on
Right.
whatever gig?
Right.
So when you
Right.
change your mindset on things and put things into the atmosphere and speak things into existence, speaking
Put things
things into
in-
existence
right.
is real.
Right, right.
So like right now, I have a mindset of like not going back to that serving life, like not put myself on a minimum or back burner and saying, oh, I could just go to work and make $300 a day.
And there's nothing wrong with
No.
people that
No,
do
no,
that,
not
but
at all, not at all.
if you have the ability and the resources and the passion to do something else with that same, it's not, you still serving a little
Yeah.
bit, you still got that, serving mentality a little bit, but you putting it into a whole different perspective.
Correct.
Right, right. Well, that was a dope, definitely hustler of the week. Drop your social again, drop your IG, your Twitter, your Facebook, your Black Planet page, whatever you got. You know what I'm saying?
Now Black Planet.
Hey, you can find me on EG at the Frank Lamar. That's TheFrankLamar, or on our business page at the Exclusive Entrepreneur Encounter EE19. You can search the hashtag. We up under there. You'll find us. On Facebook, Frank Lamar. Twitter, the Frank Lamar. Same as my EG.
And real quick, y'all motherfuckers, excuse my language, but y'all motherfuckers be going out to the club.
You better
It's
preach.
early in the
It's
morning.
early in the morning, but this was gonna wake y'all up. Y'all be going to the clubs. Y'all be paying. I don't pay to get in the club, but y'all be
$13 on a drink.
Y'all be paying
$20
$13
on a hookah.
Hookah.
Parking.
$22.40 on the hookah.
$22.40.
Pay for parking. All of that shit. And then you paying for food. You going to Waffle House at the end of the night, or you buying food in the club. So with all of that, imagine how much money you spend in one night, right?
You right.
Okay, so come to our event, which is a Saturday, and it's not even Saturday night. You can still go out
And
afterwards.
it's during MLK weekend.
Right.
General admission $50, and we giving
You're
you
getting
drinks
free
all
food,
night,
drinks
food
all
all
night.
night.
Support all
resources,
black-owned
support black
businesses.
business.
We ain't got no
MLK
hookah, but
weekend.
shit, you can get that hookah afterwards. But
You may never
it's
know.
definitely
You
worth
might
it.
have hookah.
Ooh,
You
that
might have hookah.
I might have one on the bar.
Right.
I might have to bring my own too. Shit, anyway.
Bring in the hookah.
But-
you might have to bring in a hookah company or something.
That'll be the.
That's
I was
fine.
thinking about that, but yeah. So just like make sure y'all pay attention to that. Like a lot of people that I had hit up and reached out to, I'm like, come support me and come support this event, become a vendor, or just come and check out the different vendors and listen to the panel and everything. They like, damn, $50, and I'm like, look, bitch, like
It's
two drinks in the
worth it.
club, you're gonna spend
Investment.
like $20 to $30 on drinks in the club.
But those people are looking at it as a loss, and you don't have
Right,
anything
like, I don't
to
got
lose.
$50 to spend, but-
it's not even the money that you spend, and it's the knowledge that you receive, the connects that you'll build,
The relationships that you about to
relationships, and you have access
build.
to some of your favorite celebrities here.
Right.
So if you coming out and you don't have a business, you enter in a red carpet event, interviews, photo shoot, all that is worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
worth it.
And everybody in Atlanta's a public figure. Don't forget.
Yeah.
that. Everybody's a public
Everybody.
figure. So you might as well.
You,
Right.
you might as well put in your bio,
You-
your public
Yeah,
figure.
you might, everybody,
Right.
no, everybody's a public figure in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So Monday, Hustler of the Week, Rising Ground Morning Show, Live Hip Hop Deli, Peachy Pop, DJ Larry Love,
The Frank Lamar.
the Frank Lamar. I was about to say Frederick Lamar. I don't know why.
Frederick.
I was about to say Frederick Lamar. The Fred. I was about to say Fred. I was about to say Fred Lamar. I was about to say
The
Fred
Frank Lamar.
The Frank Lamar. The Frank
Don't
Lamar.
forget the D.
EEE. What's the date?
19. EEE 19.
January
Yeah.
19th.
January 19th.
Okay.
6 to 10.
I was about to say, what's your 2008? That's the goal. That's the first event. That's
Yep.
the first event. We out of here.
We out of here.